here with Cora and her Evo. Cora, what year is this Evo?
So 2010 Lancer Mitsubishi Evo X MR Touring. Kind of a limited, they only made like 300 or so of the MR Tourings, and the Rally Red especially.
Is that your favorite color?
I actually did not want a red car. It's come to grow on me. I really wanted a white Evo to begin with.
Yeah.
And then when we found this one, she was a fixer-upper. I have the build book, we can go over that. It was not even planned, the red, but it's grown on me. There's not very many of them.
Yeah.
So it's special. It is pretty much a custom paint job. It is a little bit of a twist on the factory Rally Red. It's a little bit deeper.
Yep.
When they repainted the car, they didn't take it all the way down to the metal, so it kind of made it a little bit of a deeper red. If it's black on the car and it's not carbon fiber, it's black titanium pearl custom. So it's a little bit of a twist on the custom, or the original.
What made you get the Evo?
I have been a Mitsubishi girl since I was my daughter's age, maybe even younger. My aunt had bought an Eclipse when I was, young, growing up around Mitsubishi. Of course, this sounds cliche. The Fast and Furious movies come out, you get hooked into that.
Yeah.
Smoke.
I wasn't even looking for an Evo, I was looking for a second gen GSX Eclipse, and those are really hard to come by. I had bought a 4G Eclipse at the time, and I was going to commission somebody out of Canada to build a custom turbo kit for it. Then we stumbled upon this car, and I'm like, well, it already has a turbo. It only made sense. So she was built to originally autocross. We autocrossed in the car for 2 years.
Okay.
So it was bought to compete in because the local autocross scene caught my eye, and I really wanted, a car. That was why I was going to have the turbo put in my Eclipse, as dumb as that sounds. She was originally built to beat on. I wasn't going to care about the looks, but I got sucked into the car show world, and then it's like, oh, got to do a little bit better, presentable for the car, to win.
And let's talk about like the driver experience, because I know these things are good, amazing at handling.
Yes.
What would you say from experience?
When I was autocrossing on my coilovers, amazing handling and all that. Of course, you have to kind of tweak it and all that with autocrossing on the courses. Since I did the wide body install, the car is on air now, obviously. It's a little bit of a learning curve. I've not really been able to get out there and compete in the car just yet. I do need to have my transmission pulled and sent out and built. So the car itself, the chassis has 208,000 miles on it. So the transmission probably has about 160 to 180,000 miles on it. My last autocross event with the car before the wide body, I had 2 first gear lockouts, so it kind of made me nervous.
Yeah.
Don't want to get on it. I love driving the car. I don't want it to be out of commission.
How long did the car take you to build?
So I bought the car in 2020.
Yep.
So I've had it for 4 years. So since day one, since I brought it home, March 20th, 2020, or March 13th, sometime in March, right around when COVID hit. It's just been nonstop. It's been crazy. I'm kind of recovering. I took the year off this year. I didn't really do any major upgrades or anything. I got a sponsorship with Rexpeed for the carbon fiber underneath the hood. That's literally been the only change to the car this year, because I'm recovering from the wide body and the airlift installation.
How much money did you put in the car?
Oh, okay. Well,
rough estimate.
I'll start out by saying I got a really good deal on the car. I only paid $8,000 for a drivable Evo. So
$8,000?
First of all, that was a steal in its own. You probably can't even touch a wrecked one for that these days. But I've probably, we'll just say my husband said that with what we have in this Evo, I could have the GTR that I want, but it would be stock. She's what I want it to be. It's my vision being brought to life. I've worked with a lot of amazing, talented, people. It's really hard to find someone out there that listens to your dream and what you want, because you can get a lot of people that are like, you should do this, you should do that.
Yeah.
I don't work with those kind of people because I want my dream brought to life. So I work with a lot of people who work with me, because it can be a little, I'm impatient. So it takes special people to work with me, but my husband and I do a lot of work on the car that we can. My daughter helps me every now and then too, so we make it a family thing. But we do work with professionals. We know our limits, but we work with some really, really talented people.
What would you say for the people that want to get an Evo? What was the best investment you can get for this car?
if you're considering buying an Evo, do your research.
Yeah.
This is an MR. It's completely different than the GSR. The MRs get a lot of flack, have like, you know, bad rep because of the transmission.
Yeah.
All of that's kind of changed now. My comeback to that is outshift my computer. But do a lot of research. The MR specifically requires a lot of maintenance that a GSR doesn't. I also joke around that I maintenance the car more than people change their underwear. It is what it is. As long as you take care of them and do your research, it'll be good to you.
How much power does she make?
So the last time it was on the dyno, 500 all-wheel horsepower, 380 wheel torque. I'm in the middle of a new tune, so I'm not for certain what it is right now.
Okay.
And that's a flex tune, so.
Oh yeah. She came a long way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's like the next move for your car?
So the next big move is going to be the transmission. It needs to be pulled. It needs to be sent to Cosmic so that it can be built, so that I can get back to competing, because that's what the car was originally bought for, was to compete. I do drive the car everywhere. I don't have a trailer. I don't have that luxury. I joke with all of my Evo friends about that. They all know that story, but the transmission for sure is high up there on the list. I would like to do some interior customization as well.
Yeah.
That seems to be kind of like where I score the lowest at some shows, but the leather Recaro interior that came stock in the car is kind of rare, so it's kind of hard to part with that. So I'm looking for maybe just somebody to reupholster it, make it like a one-of-a-kind.
Yeah.
Those are the next two steps, I guess.
Well, sick car, Cora. I really love it.
I appreciate it.
So it was nice sharing your story.
Yeah,
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. Thank you.